Hello and welcome back to the Damn BTF YouTube channel. Here I am with another GeoGuessr football stadiums upload. Today's video is a play along video and we are playing the soccer stadiums map. Now I felt some of you European viewers shudder at the word soccer, but we will roll with it for this map created by Ghost Reborn 7 on the week of Halloween, which is nice. These are stadiums that host the sport of American soccer or European football. It has 250 plus locations. I think it's got like quite significantly more than that. I think somewhere in the sort of 2000 region. It has a moderate difficulty with an average score of 15,793. Over 5,000 people have played it and 124 people like this map. I have played it before and I scored 22,549 in 2 minutes 15 seconds. Pretty quick. I must have been playing, maybe making a TikTok or something. But hopefully we can get a higher score than that today, which would be very nice. This was last updated on the 31st of May 2024, so I definitely haven't played it since it was updated. Now, the question of the video: in the week that Vinicius Jr. and the rest of his Real Madrid teammates snubbed the Ballon d'Or ceremony after finding out via a leak that he was going to finish second place to Rodri, I want to know who is, in your opinion, the player that most deserved the Ballon d'Or award but never actually won it. Obviously, there was that long spell of two particular players, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, winning the award, and plenty of amazing players that missed out on the award, and perhaps it could even be before their era. But let me know in the comments a player that you think should and very much deserve to have won a Ballon d'Or in their career but did not. That's the question of the video. There's always a question of the video. If you're new to the channel, please do think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you're a regular viewer, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might enjoy playing along. Perhaps they can either beat your score or you beat their score. Let's get on with game number one. We can move, we can pan, we can zoom. We have 3 minutes per round. And I think these stadiums can be anywhere they play American soccer across the globe. So game number one, let's go. And instantly, I think Ukraine is my first thought, based on the yellow seats. But we have extra Liga here. So we are in Poland. And if we can find... Yeah, we've got Gdansk over there, which was my thought. Very lucky to have seen it. Gdansk, obviously, every time Gdansk pops up on this channel, I will say that I went there on a little like weekend trip, and it's an amazing city, and I'd very much recommend anyone else. No free ads, but Wizz Air, I think, were the airline that we used to fly there. And there we go, 10 meters away. Great city, go and visit. I think it's also where World War II started, technically, which is, and it has a great World War II museum. I think the best World War II museum in Europe. On to the next round. And we have one of these aerial shots. I mean, this looks like the Hollywood Hills, but I very much do not believe we are in Los Angeles. So we have some odd buildings. We have like a valley. And do we have any other clues? We're driving on the right-hand side of the road. But yeah, my first thought was like an Israel or somewhere in that region. Let's go back to the stadium. Very odd to have sort of no Oh, here we go. There's some readable text. I think that is off.ge, which would put us in Georgia. Not Atlanta, Georgia, but Tbilisi. So could this be Tbilisi? Let's give it a go. Where am I looking? There it is. And yeah, I mean, that's very much a valley formation there, I would say. Do we have any water on the horizon anywhere? I would say the majority of the city there is to the east, which would be down there. So do we have a stadium in this part of the city? We have that one there, Mikhail Meski. And then that would check out, because then we've got all of these hills here. So we'll send it. Yeah, easy as that. There we go. 5 meters away, on to the next one. It ain't no thing. This is River Plate. I think this is the biggest stadium in Buenos Aires, and it is where the Argentine national team, I think, play the majority of their games, not all. I think they try and sort of use different stadiums, sometimes La Bombonera, but there we go. 5,000 points, 73 meters away. That is generous. We were on the wrong side of the stadium. Next up, we have a Club de Povo, and I would say Brazil would be my guess. Not so much for I mean, it could be Portugal, but I think is it the Hilux, Toyota Hilux or Hilux? Hilux is a popular car in basically everywhere outside of Europe. So we have dollars as well. So I think that would check out. And Ban Rasul. So I don't know exactly where this, it could be, is it the stadium in Manaus? Yeah, the Rio Grande. So I think this could be Manaus, because that's the Amazon. Right. Now, if you're a rivers person, or is Rio Grande a city of its own? I might still the Rio Negro. I think Manaus is still a good option here. For that. So I'm just going to go for that for now. It's the Arena Amazonia. I don't think we're right on that. So let's go back down the old Rio Grande line of inquiry. What's this? So the Black Rio, the Amazon, and the middle one here is, yeah. So I'm in the wrong place. Is this the Rio Grande? Okay, I'm going to send it on Manaus. Yeah, completely wrong. It's in the south. And is that the... okay, so the river wasn't an obvious clue there. That is Porto Alegre in the south of Brazil. So we only score 499 on that round. This is a nice, easy one as Liquidator plays out in my mind. This is the home of Chippy Chips Cold Palmer, meme sensation. Leaning into it as well these days. We should be on that side of the ground. Definitely. Okay, we scored 5,000.69 meters away. Nice. 20,499. Very, very beatable if you could find the former home of Leandro de Mau in Porto Alegre. On to the next game number 2, and we have a very nice stadium here. We have GDF on the board, and we've got Brazilian Serie A 2013. And Garrincha is obviously a player. Now, probably if I knew what club Garrincha had played for, this may get a little bit easier. So that should be... No, I don't think that is the clue. That's a beer, isn't it? So let's... I always think Sao Paulo is the best option. Just gonna double check that that's not a city itself. No, so let's go with Sao Paulo, and we'll find a stadium here. It's not that one. Allianz Park, I think, would be blue. Okay, I'm going to send it on Allianz Park. It was in Brasilia, and it is the Arena Mani Garrincha. And what team then would that be? Someone let me know in the comments which team play their home games in Brasilia. So 2,600 scored. Unless we get perfect scores for the rest of the game, this will not be our highest scoring game. Here we have, I mean, just font wise, it's very Italy. And yeah, there we go. Ominous with the stretcher. So Serie B. I think, is this Monza in terms of the team? There we go. So we've got maybe Rimini. Okay, right. What have we got on here? So Trigiano, which I don't know where that is. Right, let's go to Italy and do a scan to begin with from this distance, and then we'll go in a little bit closer. I'm scanning across here. Let's go in a little bit closer. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds for this. And then let's go towards Monza and just double check that that's not like a local area. So that's their stadium. So it's definitely not that. Just gonna click here for now. Okay, so we're not going to score particularly well on this. I'm actually going to go further down. Do I go all the way? No, let's leave it there, just south of Rome. Right, it was Bari was the thing, and had I been looking for... there we go. So it's a little town outside of Bari. 3,895. We scored a little bit more by just pivoting to Rome at the end. This is a fantastic stadium. Strange setup there, but I'm guessing it blocks out crosswinds. So what do we have? Mexico is the first thought with these kind of stadiums. Could also be Argentina. And we have quite hard to read a lot of it. I think that's Corona. Some sort of duck thing there. Anything of a clue down here? Got a police car. So PIRMA, PIRMA, is one of the bigger sponsors. Mobile. So do we go Mexico or Argentina? I am going to go, I think, for Mexico. Could be Brazil, could be anywhere. But let's take a guess. Smarter guess would be to go pretty central Mexico City. Let's try for... It's not going to be that. It's not the right shape. Puebla. Again, unlikely to be this, but I'm going to try this. Oh, 52 meters away. He pulls it out the bag. Well, there we go. That's the power of guessing. Yeah. I don't know. That's complete luck. But anyway, we saw it and it's in the video. So we have Dynamo Kiev. I'm guessing this is their old stadium because I don't think they would still play. I mean, certainly not at the moment. Wouldn't be playing there. But it looks like a fairly small stadium for a fairly substantial team. So tempted to just end the video now with that Puebla guess was unbelievable. So his head's gone, but in a good way. Right, there is like there's a big stadium, I think, around here. This looks like it would be like um out of town a little bit, but it could be anywhere around here. We've got the Hippodrome. That would be something nice that someone could include in the comments, is what is the etymology of the word hippodrome? You see it all over the place. What does hippo refer to? Drome, I'm thinking, must be Latin for like arena or space, but why hippo? Answers on a postcard. Send them to Dan BTF. Right. It's not going well. I mean, that's our best bet, but it's not Dynamo. The ice arena. Sports complex. Oh, Dynamo Kiev. Right. I think that's just going to be their training ground. Yeah, training camp. So if that's their training camp, usually it then, I don't know, I'm going to go pretty central, maybe this park here. Okay, it was further up. It's right in the middle of town, actually. So we score 4,983, and we move on to round number 5. And this I recognize, but that's not to say that I will get. I think it's Moscow. So I am not going to dwell on this for too long. We'll go to Moscow. We'll find us a stadium. Moscow is such a huge city. Trying to think who my player would be that didn't win a Ballon d'Or as well. I was thinking Gerrard is probably one of the obvious ones. I'm not aware of him winning one. That's a stadium. I think that's probably a hockey arena. Rooney as well would never have won. That's an arena there. It's not that. Let's send it. Is it the Luzhniki Stadium? Is that what I'm looking for? So yeah, it was the Luzhniki Stadium. So we were 13 kilometers away, 4,951, giving me a new high score, but we can go higher. We can go higher than 21,468. If you've made it this far into the video and you don't yet subscribe to the channel, please think about doing so, as it helps the channel out a lot with the old YouTube algorithm. Right, what do we have here? We have Universidad del Football, the University of Football, and Pach. Oh, UCA. So Pachuca is what I'm looking for, I think. In Mexico. So back to where it all happened in Mexico. Right, let's start scanning. Monterrey. Of course, the World Cup in 2026 will feature stadiums in Mexico. I think Mexico City and Guadalajara, the home of Checo Perez, will be hosting games. Not sure how many others. 17 meters away, 5,000 points scored. This is Amsterdam, the Johan Cruyff Arena. So 2 in to the third game, and we're on for potentially a perfect score. We'll just go to the Johan Cruyff Arena and go fairly central, 28 meters away, 5,000 points. Amsterdam is a fantastic city. This looks to me like the Ataturk in Istanbul. But I could be wrong. Olympic podium doesn't fill me with confidence. What else do we have? Panasonic. I want to see some Japanese before saying that this could be. Well, that throws everything out of the. It's like a Cyrillic language here. I don't recognize this as being a Russian stadium. I think in Sochi, if it was, but I don't know. We've got 2004 Athens. It's not Cyrillic, is it? It's Greek. Okay, right. So this is the Olympic Stadium in Athens. We got there eventually, and this is what these 3-minute rounds help a lot, because sometimes you need a minute and a half to be silly, and then you've got another minute and a half to find, as Bono would say, what you're looking for. We're looking east. We should be there near the Blink charging station. And there we go, 14 meters away, 5,000 points scored. We are carrying on. Is this the same stadium that we had in the first one, or are we in potentially Warsaw? Samsung QLED doesn't help a lot. We have someone there. He is probably the photographer. Thought he would be out of the shot. Blue running track. Quite a nice football surface in the middle. I don't think it's Warsaw, because I think Warsaw has a proper roof. I'm tempted by maybe Romania, Bucharest, which the yellow would match up with that. It could also be Kiev. Again, it could be the big stadium in Kiev. So maybe I will go for that. We'll take a guess that it's the bigger stadium in Kiev, which hopefully we can find. We didn't have much luck finding our stadium in Kiev before. But we're back again. National Sports Complex. I don't think it's that. I thought they had a stadium like on one of these islands. It's going to be a shame to not get it. But we got to commit. Could be. Of course. Of course it was Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Well, there we go. No hacks used on this channel. If anyone gets that, I am incredibly suspicious. I will be checking the play along link to see if anyone just magically drops in there. I mean, maybe the Samsung QLED thing is a slight clue in terms of it being in Asia. You don't see a lot of Samsung screens in Europe at football stadiums, but very, very sneaky if you get that. I'll be watching. Right, so the last one, we can't get a perfect score. We can barely get over 20,000 points, but we have the Club World Cup in Qatar in 2019, and these are fans of a club that I do not know. I mean, I think all the stadiums in Qatar are basically in one city. The Alibaba Cloud. First time hearing of that. Right, let's just. I think maybe we just find any old stadium in. Although that looks quite distinctive, doesn't it? Qatar. Let's have a look. Doha. So option 1. Option probably 2. We want something with a big tower next to it. So is that one? That's the one that was made of the container boxes. Out here, you've got a parking lot and the Khalifa International Stadium. I think it's this because you've got the Torch Doha there. Yeah, so pretty confident. And if this is correct, we're looking towards the southwest, so we should be in that stand there. Boom, 24 meters away. What a shame that we were catfished by Kuala Lumpur and we score 20,010 points. Those are the 3 games for today. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Thanks for sticking with me for 34 minutes on this Friday evening if you're watching it on the day that's come out. If you want to watch another video, there's one above me. There's one in that corner, and you can hover over this to subscribe to the channel. And until then, I'll see you all on the next upload. Take care.